Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having a great day, guys. It is time to snack some shards. So, I'm gonna snack some primal shards for the Halloween path. I mean, I'm doing here a video for like 16 primal shards or something. But yeah, I want to get to those mythical mats. And I decided to open up my primal shards. I will get 2,700 points for each primal shard. I will use 16 primal shards, mean that I will get 43,200 points. Actually, I have 17, so 17 primal shards are 45,900. I need a total amount of 57,250 points. So, I will still have to get like 11k points after that to get the mythical mats. But I'm going to do that by farming dungeons, right? We still have a couple of days left to farm dungeons, and that will, give me a lot of time and a lot of free energy that I can dump into this hero's path. So as you can see, the points here for 5-star rares, 26, and it goes up to 64 for 6-star mythicals. So I think on average you will get like 30 points for a run, right? So you will get like on average like 60 points for 40 energy, I would say. So if we consider that, that means I would have to spend around 7k energy to get to the 11k points. And I can definitely do that, right? We have today, we have tomorrow, we have Thursday, and then maybe even, some energy on Friday. So I can probably do it with free energy only, right? We get around like 1.5k energy every day. There's one refill on the playtime rewards, there's a refill on the daily quests, there's a refill on the what's it called, on the advanced quests, and you also have additional 100 energy. You get some from Doom Tower, you get some from here, from there. So you get energy from everywhere, and it is also refilling itself. So you can definitely accumulate a good amount of energy every day. And that's what I'm gonna dump into the hero's path, and that way finish it up. And that's also what I wanna touch on real quick before I start opening shards. In my last video, I said this is pretty easy to do. Like those fragments are pretty easy to get. And compared to all the other events, summon rushes that we have, usually it is. Now, it might not be for you if you are a new player, if you started playing like 2-3 months ago, or you're not farming the Demon Lord on Ultra Nightmare difficulty and you don't have a consistent chart income and can't sustain resource income, right? So you always have to keep in mind when I'm saying stuff like this, I'm speaking out of a perspective that is, I'm clearing every content basically. But I also, here you can see it, I'm playing since 2019. Obviously, I had some breaks, so it's on and off, but it took me a while to get here. So it's not like you're going to start playing Raid and then you can jump in and, complete every event and take part in every event. No, that's not how it works. I've been there too, right? So I was grinding my ass off to get into the late game, get into the end game. And once you reach that point, when you start clearing the Doom Tower and get extra shards from the Doom Tower, then every stage gives you something, right? Void shards, sacred shards, books, energy, silver, glyphs, all this stuff. Then there's Cursed City, where you get soul stones, remnant summons, silver, again, all these resources. And then you also have Tag Team Arena, the Bazaar, right? Where you get the Sacred Shard. You can buy the Legendary Skill Tome, the Void Shard, Ancient Shard, Bruise, Energy. So you have to keep in mind that as a free-to-play player, it is a grind. And you have to grind through these things. But once you unlock those things and you can farm them on a daily basis or a monthly basis, that's when your resources start stacking up and you can start managing your resources and use them wisely. You cannot, take part in every single summoning event. That's not going to be possible, but you can have a consistent shard income or resource income, save up for events like this where guaranteed rewards are, offered. But first you got to get there, and it's a grind, and you always have to keep that in mind. Like it took me 1 or 2 years to even reach the end game, right? But then once you are there and you clear faction wars and everything else, you know, that's when resources are starting to come in and you will notice it. But the most important thing is that you hit the Demon Lord on Ultra Nightmare difficulty, because that's the biggest shard income you have in game. That's like the base of everything. Once you hit this chest right here, that's when you start getting bigger shards, more gems, more silver, more books. You get more champions. More champions allow you to complete different content and so on. So it's a big grind and you have to work for it, and step by step, right? You have to work your way through this. I just wanted to throw that out there, because I get a lot of times people saying, this is not possible for me, or this is not relatable, or this is not easy. But yeah, it is not easy if you just started playing the game for like 2 months. Nothing is easy then. Nothing, right? You just started. So always keep that in mind. From my perspective, I've been playing since 2019. From my perspective, if I compare this event to other events, that was pretty easy. You know, always keep that in mind when I'm saying stuff like this. But yeah. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's start pulling primal shards. I don't know my Mercy, actually. I think I'm like way off, far away from Mercy. I don't think I'm gonna pull a mythical. But Raid, if you're listening, you know, I wouldn't say no to a nice or something. That would be cool. But yeah, we will see. So let me turn my CC client on real quick. There we go. And now and now we can pull some mythicals. All right, so 17 shards. I'm not gonna do 10 pulls here. I'm just gonna go one by one, right? And yeah, so let's see. 17 primal shards. Man, it's crazy how much time it actually takes to get 17 primal shards. I mean, 17 is not a lot. I farm live arena all day, like every day. Oh, a Lego. A Mad Hatter. Whoa, that is pretty good, man. I love this. Yo, wait, I have a second Titus team. I think I can use this guy in my second Titus team. That is amazing. I think it was also my legendary Mercy that I hit here for primal shards. So, wow, pretty interesting. So, yeah, second Mad Hatter, I will definitely have a spot for this guy. And yeah, not mad at all. I'm not mad at Mad Hatter. Nice. All right, that's a good pull. It's a wonderful pull, right? He has this, amazing kit where he can increase the duration of all buffs on all allies, and then also has a turn meter fill. And on top of that, he has the weaken with the hex debuff. Amazing. That is perfect, right? That is perfect for Hydra. And yeah, I will definitely put this guy in my second Titus team. Amazing. All right. All I need now is a second Wixwell. So who knows? Maybe we can get another legendary here out of those 15 primal shards. So yeah, not a bad pull. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. Let's see, what else can we get? Okay, so we hit gold already. That is awesome. Let's see if we can get more than just gold. But I really don't think so, right? Like the chances are 0.5%. Like, so terrible. Basically, you have an ancient shard chance here, but those primals are so hard to get. You get them like every week. You maybe get one from Hydra if you place on the Clash, right? You get like 4 from Live Arena. Then you get a monthly one. So yeah, it's like so terrible. The primal shard income is terrible. But it is what it is. I guess that's also why we are so happy when we pull a mythical, right? Because it's so hard to get them. All right. Come on. 2 epics back to back. We got 8 left. Give me... another Lego? A Lady Kimmy, okay. All right, I think this is my 3rd one, so I might actually... I might actually consider to empower this champion. So Lady Kimmy has a really high base speed, like 115 as well, and is a pretty good, speed booster with 30% increased speed, 15% turn meter boost, increased accuracy as well. So yeah, pretty interesting champion. She was top tier at some point, but now she kind of fell off a little bit, right? But still a very good champion. So yeah, I'm not mad about this. Could be much worse. So let me check how many Lady Kimmy's do. Yeah, so it's a third one. So it's a +2, and that's a +2 champion on a speed booster, like a +2 empowerment on a speed booster. That's when it gets interesting, because that's when you get the extra speed, right? The extra 10 speed. So yeah, pretty cool. I might consider doing this, but I have to see. I have to think about it. And yeah, I don't know, but I'm not too mad about this one. So yeah, pretty good. All right, let's keep pulling. So 2 Legos. Not bad. I got a Mad Hatter. I got a third Lady Kimmy. Okay, could have been worse. But what we really want to see is that red light, right? Come on. Oh man. 4 left. Come on. No. 3 left. Okay. Who's this? Ume Togi. Places a perfect whale buff and 30% increased speed on this champion for 2 turns, then fills this champion's turn meter by 40%. I mean, just give her an extra turn. Like, what? What is this? All right. 2 primals left. Come on. Ugh. Another rare. And last primal shard. Boom. All right. I'm going to finish off with Tragor. Funny looking champion. Yeah, I'm not going to buy more primal shards. Thank you very much. So now we are at 46,000 points. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Mortal Soul coins, right? And now I basically need to unlock these keys, because I want to go down here, the middle path, right? In the direction of the relic mats. So I have to get the keys, get the key on the left and get the key on the right. How am I going to do this? I think I'm going to go this way, right? Get the subset charm, whatever. I don't really care about this rarity charm. That way I can grab that Mortal Soul Stone, get the 50 mats here, Epic Book, who cares? And then the path key. All right, so we got the key. Now we will get some more charms, some more brews, the mats, 6-star Chaos Ore, epic one, and another key. All right, there we go. Now we can go down the middle path, get the 1-star Basalt. I'm gonna grab this one, the Core Hammer. I think it's much more value than the rare book, at least for me. Precision Glyph, 5-star. Yeah, it's whatever. Unlock this. 25 fragments, let's go. Unlock this too. Hey, 4-star Basalt. And now we have almost 8k points left. Get the extra 25 fragments. And now I basically have to do the rest, like 11k points with energy. That is my plan. So I'm going to farm Spider from tomorrow, because then that's when the Champ Chain event is going to start too, right? Get points for a Spider tournament, which will be live for another 2 days almost. So points for the Spider tournament, Champ Chain tournament, Hero's Path. Then when I'm done with this, start farming the Shadow's Raft tournament, the event dungeon. Grab the Immortal Soul Stone. That's gonna cost me like, I don't know, energy, 3.5k energy. And then we're gonna have a Fire Knight tournament, right? Which is also part of this fusion. And it's gonna start on Thursday. So I will have full day of, time to farm Fire Knight. I can easily complete it and then get the last points for the hero's path. That is the plan. So yeah, I think that should work out perfectly fine. It's gonna cost like 2k something energy for the spider tournament, maybe like 3.5k for the event dungeon tournament, and then something like another 2.2k energy for the Fire Knight tournament. And this should bring me exactly to the mythical relic mats, right? With 11k points. So 7k energy would give me like 11k points, something around that. We will see it in the end. Maybe it's a little bit more, but it should take me at least very, very close. And then I will consider grabbing those extra 25 fragments as well, because it's basically just an extra, like one sacred shard, right? Or a little bit more energy. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to pick this up, because I don't know what events and tournaments I would skip, because I have those extra fragments then, right? I could theoretically skip this Champ Chase tournament, but I know myself. I want to get those mythical relic mats. So I'm probably going to max that out as well. Hopefully it's going to be a 2x ancient shard event. That would be amazing. That would make it much easier for me to complete this one. But we will see. Yeah, I don't know if I could theoretically skip one of the Gear Hunters events already, right? Since I got the Summer Rush fragments, I got the Halloween Path fragments as well. So yeah, I might skip the Gear Hunters event, and I will probably ignore those 25 fragments as well. Maybe I'll just grab them just to make sure that I, get the fusion done. Safe is safe. Yeah, I have 200 fragments. That means I need 2 more, right? 2 more Void Epics. And the good thing about the Champ Chase tournament is that you can fuse those for the Champ Chase tournament and get, 350 points per Void Epic that you fuse here for the fusion. And yeah, maybe you can finish the whole thing for the Champ Chase tournament. That would be 1,400 points for the Void Epics. Then another 500 for Maria. That's 1,900 points from start, right? Like just by doing the fusion. And then on top of that, if you have the free Prism summon, that's another, at least 250 points, or 500 if you pull a legendary. So you can start off pretty strong with, above 2,000 points on the Champ Chase tournament. And yeah, that is pretty cool. That is pretty good. And yeah, keep in mind, if you want to save that Prism summon for the Champ Chase tournament, don't click on the summoning pool once you log in. Once that event ended, don't click on the summoning pool until the Champ Chase started, and then you can get those points for the Champ Chase tournament. Don't forget this, and make sure you take advantage of that. So yeah, guys, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Unfortunately, no mythical champion this time, but who knows, maybe next time. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It really goes a long way. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. The YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you a video that you might like right here, and see you in the next one.